So I've been recently looking at some of my numbers on YouTube Studio. Kind of gives you the analytical rundown of stuff. And like I was just telling the nerd, who looks pretty extra spicy in my favorite color, she just does that to bother me. It's funny, I slept over here one night, right where that is. I slept over here once and the fucking sprinklers went on. People used to smoke, what is that shit called? Tucci, K2, Spice? They used to smoke shit right behind here. It's crazy. But looking at like the numbers and stuff, and you know what I'd like people to do in the comments if they see this, is to comment how long you've been watching, you know, and what was the first video you seen, or what how did you hear about this YouTube channel of mine? Because this YouTube channel started out as a mixed martial arts kind of bullshit thing, and God told me before I went here to Tampa that I'd be talking to people on the internet. Whoops. You tell them from Buffalo. I didn't swear. I said whoops. That's how gay. That's how gay I am. Whoops. Oops! I just dropped my phone like a klutz. That's because I'm walking with her. She'll walk into a tree if you're not paying attention. Let's stay in here so I can use the light for a second. Or we could walk down the street. So I'd like to know like how you heard about me, when you heard about me. You know, I know a lot of the regular people, you know, it's kind of, you know, because people leave and people come back. You know what I mean? Like, people I've noticed, people leave, they'll leave for 6 months, they'll leave for a year, and they'll come back all of a sudden. Or they watch and they stop commenting, which is, you know, fine too. Or they'll share a lot of stuff for a while and then they stop. You know, I mean, it's all in different algorithms and rhythms and all that stuff. But, you know, I know, like, I've got people, you know, it's just weird when you think about it. Like, you get people from England, Canada, France, both sides of Canada, the middle of Canada, places in Canada that you've never even heard of, Australia, New Zealand, you know, like countries like Korea. There's a guy and a girl that watched me in South Korea, and I believe there's one in Taiwan, and you know, I mean, it's just crazy to me, you know what I mean, that people watch this stuff. A lot of people tell me they watch it or listen to it in the background. I want to tell them I'm guilty of doing that too to a lot of podcasts. But if you remember where you heard about me, what the first video was, or how, why, when, where, what, or what the most important video that I've ever made for you personally was, or what spoke to you, or if anything changed your mind. You know, I had a girl write to me last night about the Book of Enoch. You know, the Holy Spirit told her that the Book of Enoch was a bunch of BS. And, you know, like I told her, you know, like, just watching all of this stuff, like, you know, one of the most, you know, thankful moments I've ever had in my life ever was watching the nerd, watching God work in the nerd's life, and just how, you know, I had lost everything: my brothers, my family, all my possessions, my car, girlfriends, places to live, everything, my life, my freedom. I was in jail, and to come out and get sober and get my neck fixed and get back in shape, yeah, it wasn't lost. It wasn't lost on me. But the biggest moment was when she did. You know, it was such a huge thing. Like, it was the best thing that ever happened in my life. If you've had any moments like that on here, or anything that's ever changed you, or, you know, videos that you might have shared with other people that have, you know, but I still get mail, you know, just like I did recently from a girl that said, you know, I used to argue with you on the internet and da 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 da, but you showed me, you know, the Holy Spirit, you know, ministered to me about what you were saying about the Book of Enoch and stuff. And you know, like I told her, like, you know, I just think it's kind of like even Christians kind of get forgetful, but you know, I'm hearing from the creator of everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's been dumbed down so much, but there's a God up there, the God that I haven't met, that hears me and wants me to talk to him and ask him stuff, and it completely changed my life. And we were just talking about how we met, you know. There's no even rhyme or reason. Wait for that little dog over there. There's no way me and her, you see him behind the bushes? She's got him right now. There's no way we would have, here, come walk this way. There's no way we would have ever met. It just wouldn't have never happened. Do you know what I mean? Just the way things ended up, and I ended up here, and all the stuff that it took to get me here. And you know, in my life, like, I used to see commercials for Busch Gardens when I would be watching Tom and Jerry, like when I was 3, and then to think I'd meet the girl that I'm going to marry a block from Busch Gardens, you know. And there's so many things like that that God has shown me as a child. Like, I always knew I was going to have a pit bull, and I just didn't know how that was going to happen. So if you have time, I'm thankful for each and every one of you, especially the regular people that, you know, it's funny. It's like so many people use this as a tool for, like, to popularize themselves and just make it about them. But it's like, you know, it's crazy to think, like, you know, I'm just a regular guy, you know what I mean? And like I was saying, like, the Holy Spirit, like we were talking about the mud flood, the Holy Spirit just told me. The Holy Spirit that told me everything that I've ever revealed, the same Spirit that God sent that says you'll know all truth and it will be revealed to you, that Spirit from up here, you know, like, I'm hearing from, like, it's a big, you know, it's kind of a big thing, you know what I mean? Like, you're hearing from the Holy Spirit about stuff, you know? I mean, it's very profound and overwhelming to think that the God that created you is, you know, telling you stuff, you know? And like he told me about the mud flood, don't waste your time, you know what I mean? So anyways, if you get a chance, I appreciate it.